All righty then, we're back. It's BarstoolBuddhas. I'm Jai,
Rip.
and welcome to the edition for the Memorial Day holiday. We're going to do something a little different here. You see the background's a little bit different. We're not sitting in front of the bar this week. We try to we do this sober this week. So what we're going to do is go over a couple things about Memorial Day, our thoughts on that, and our gratitude and thank yous for the fallen heroes of the country, and we'll go through a lot of that. And as a way to start into that, I called Rip this week and I said, look, you need to do a book report on Memorial Day. I don't have time to look all this stuff up, and I'm more of a
I couldn't find any cliff notes either.
Yeah, I'm more of a concept guy. I don't, the details get around me.
Right.
But so I think Rip's got some good stuff about where it came from, what it is, and how it's defined against other holidays that have to do with veterans and that kind of.
Right. Yeah, there's some confusion in that. People thank you for your service on Memorial Day, and you don't want to, turn them down and go, but understanding what Memorial Day is versus Veterans Day and Armed Forces Day is respect for an annual event to respect everybody that's in uniform. And Veterans Day is for respect for everybody that was in uniform at some point in time. But the true meaning of this whole thing is Memorial Day is for people that never got out of uniform.
Yeah.
They died in service, whether it was combat or training related or whatever. They died during service to our country. And that's what Memorial Day is all about. Of course, we always think about our war veterans and everything, but it is everybody that dies in uniform, peacetime and wartime.
Yeah.
So originally, what was Memorial Day called?
Decoration Day.
Decoration Day. And it started actually in individual communities. It wasn't a bill passed by Congress and they created this day. It just started in communities in the North and the South after the Civil War, to where annually the families and friends and people of the community would go and pay homage and respect to the people that died during the war, regardless of the side they were on and everything. So it did grow into a national holiday, and I'm sure at some point they passed legislation, but it's truly taken the time to respect and honor the people that died for this country. A lot of people on different sides these days about things, but you still have freedoms in this country, and there are people that sacrifice their lives on the altar of freedom so that you have those rights, that you have these freedoms, that you can do and express yourself the way you want. But we all need to, regardless of your opinion or your side, we need to respect these people, because it's less than 1% of the population at any given time serves in the military. And so for the very, very few that actually lose their life for this country, we have to take some time out of our life, few moments, little time, a celebration in your local community or something. There's parades, there's memorials at parks all around the country. Just something to, take the time to respect these people that have given their life.
Yeah, and you bring up a couple of good points there, and it all boils down to a basic concept. And like I said, we're not going to go into politics in the current situation, but what we definitely see a lack of anymore is gratitude. And, we honor these folks. We have a holiday for them to remember them. But what the payback to these folks is our gratitude, our acknowledgement of what they gave, and in terms of how our life is now.
Right.
Now, I understand, and not to get into politics, that I may have more than someone else, and someone else may not feel they have the opportunities and that kind of thing. And are those problems in our country to be solved. But the bottom line is the people who protected the country give us the foundation to stand on, to make the changes, to make it work for everyone.
Give us the opportunity.
Without that, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
No.
There wouldn't be that opportunity. So no matter what side of the politics you're on, war, anti-war, this, that, the other, this is not about this. And this is not the day to argue about this. These folks went to battle and they didn't come back. And it's like you said, this is a day for the people who didn't come back. But there is a caveat to that, and it would be unfair to go any further without mentioning the people who left parts of themselves on the battlefield. There are people who physically, emotionally, mentally got issues, and they're going to sacrifice every day for the rest of their lives. So they need the support and the recognition from all of us that they continue to give every day.
We had a friend He died 50 years after the Vietnam War, but he died from the effects of the Vietnam War. He had serious problems with all the effects of Agent Orange. So that carried with him the rest of his life. So it's a very good point you're making, Jai.
And we have a lot of people with broken lives, broken opportunities, the PTSD thing, any number of other things that happen, the addiction that comes with being treated from some of that is killing people, suicides. So those folks, just because they didn't die in Nha Trang or someplace, or they didn't die in Kosovo or wherever the conflict was, Iran, Iraq, wherever it was, Afghanistan, doesn't mean they didn't die for their country. So we're grouping those guys in because that absolutely counts. And of course, we're going to say thank you to all the people in the service, but they have a day for that, and we'll do that when their day comes. I just wanted to bring something. We talked about this earlier. Is that some people have a lot of heartburn around this whole issue about military, this, that, and the other. But I want to bring in the fact that there are a lot of heroes in this country. They're not all military. We've got the police, we got firefighters, smoke jumpers, we got the border patrol, we got our healthcare workers that have been in the front lines of COVID. Absolutely. And a lot of those people go to work in the morning and they don't come home. Yeah. So like I said, you get up in the morning, you put your feet on the floor. Some of us worry about if Dunkin' Donuts is going to have a long line. Some of them worry, will I come home tonight? If I'm going to go fight a fire somewhere in the lower Bronx and somebody decides to shoot me while I'm on a ladder, or you wade into a gang war in South Chicago or East LA and you don't come home, those guys put their lives on the line, all of them. Forget the politics, but could you do that? That's the question. Could you do that? And most of us are going to say, I don't know if I can do that. So you have to honor the people that can do it. You have to value their sacrifice and leave the politics of it behind. Mm-hmm. And if you can't do it any other day, do it today. Give yourself space to think about that.
Yeah. There are people that will run into a burning building while everyone else is running out.
Absolutely.
And they're very few and far between. And these are the people we need to respect most, because the day you need them, they'll be there.
It's like, when Katrina hit down in Louisiana, millions of people were leaving the states on every road any way available and coming the other way, where there was a National Guard in uniform wading into the middle of it with the snakes and the gators and the floods and God knows what. And until the day I get up in the morning and say, that's nothing, I can do that any day, I'm going to respect these people. Absolutely. And a lot of these people lost their lives. So find some gratitude. And just on the bigger scale, developing gratitude will make you a better person. It will make your world a better place. So give that a shot. Yeah. So this is going to be a short show today. When we end here, there will be a 2-minute piece of music and some pictures. Those of you in the military will recognize it immediately. Those of you not in the military are probably aware of it. But if you can't find time anywhere else in this weekend to remember the heroes, remember the people who gave all, take that minute and a half just to reflect. Listen to this and put yourself out there and try to put yourself in a place to understand what these people actually gave to the country and what it cost them and what you benefited from. So I don't have anything else for today. I think that says it pretty much. And so we hope you enjoy this message, and we hope you spread it and try to be part of gratitude towards this and everything else that you find yourself involved with.
Right.
You out?
Be a part of the solution, not the problem.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week.